At an auction, a man's cards are frozen. He calls his wife, but she's unreachable. He assumes she is on a plane. Little does he know she is right in front of him. He suggested verifying the opponent's funds first, to see if she had enough money to participate in the auction. The wife agreed and proposed a bet. If her verification passes, he must give her the necklace he won and publicly apologize. He agrees. Believing she's just a mistress, he restates the terms. Kneel and apologize if you fail. The wife calmly agrees to the harsh terms. The husband's assistant immediately scoffs at her. He warns that her rich sponsor will be furious. At this point, staff came to inform them that her capital verification had been approved. She was indeed wealthy. They were stunned. She then demands he fulfill his promise and apologize. The husband refuses to apologize. He claims the verification staff made a mistake. He then accuses her of bribing them. Suddenly, he recognizes the bank card. It does not belong to the woman. He claims it belongs to his own family. He immediately accuses her of theft. He claims she stole his family's card to pretend she is wealthy. He says this is a crime. Hearing this, the mistress attacks her again. She says the woman is obsessed with money. She claims tens of millions are nothing to her husband. She calmly asked him a simple question. If the card is his, does he know the password? The husband is stunned into silence. He knows this is his wife's card, but he realizes he doesn't know her password. To prove his point, he calls his wife's assistant. He tells the assistant to come to the auction immediately. He plans to publicly expose the thief. The assistant said she would arrive in 10 minutes. The wife now confronts the mistress. She asks if she knows this man is married and that his wife is a powerful CEO. The crowd started talking. They know he has no real power in his wife's company. Hearing this, the mistress gets angry. She calls the wife a complete failure. She claims the one not loved is the real third wheel. She then turns back to the husband. She asks if he's not afraid. What will happen if his wife finds out and divorces him? He scoffs at her warning. Internally, he celebrates. He thinks his wife is a fool for love and will believe any lie he tells her. He demands she kneel down and apologize. The mistress charges forward. She strikes the wife with a kick, sending her to the ground. The wife looked at the security camera and stood up again. His affair and the deliberate attack are all on tape. She warns him he will go to prison. He didn't care. He addresses the crowd. He offers 10 million to anyone who can make the woman kneel. The crowd begins to move toward her. Two women from the crowd rush forward. They are tempted by the money. They grab the wife and try to force her to the ground. Suddenly, the wife's assistant arrives. The husband demands the money he requested, but the assistant only holds up a file, a divorce agreement. As the wife reaches for her mask, the mistress scoffs at the divorce papers. She says the company shares will soon belong to the husband anyway. The wife stops cold. She realizes her husband's betrayal is much deeper than an affair. He has been secretly plotting to transfer her assets. She decides to keep her identity secret. Furious about the divorce papers, the husband tells the assistant to leave. The assistant then sees the masked CEO. He understands the secret plan and quickly exits. Once the assistant is gone, the CEO sends her a text. She gives a single order. Investigate any changes to the company shares immediately. To save face, the husband pulls out a bracelet. He claims this single piece of jewelry is worth 300 million. He will use it for verification. The woman stares at the bracelet in shock. She recognizes it instantly. It was her mother's only remaining heirloom. He says it was the final piece at a royal auction. It sold for 300 million. She is filled with rage. Her husband did not just cheat on her. He stole her mother's only memory to please his mistress. The wife confirms the bracelet is real, but she states it is not his. It belonged to the CEO of Shen Group, who gifted it to her daughter before she died. The crowd gasps. The truth is now clear to everyone. The man stole his wife's heirloom to impress his lover. Cornered, the husband tells a desperate lie. He claims his wife gifted the heirloom to his mistress. The mistress immediately swears it is true.